Why aren't they upset? So because a person is black, you're not going to give a chance to coach in college football. And now in the Major League Baseball, you have to coach you have to interview a minority. If I'm interviewing a guy, and if he's black, if he's gray, if he's Asian, purple, anything, man, if he's white, I don't care what he is. I can care less what he is. I hire him because of what he is, of what he can do on the field, of what type of person he is, what type of leader he is as a coach, how he speaks, how he's going to handle the media, how he's going to handle the media in tough times, how he's going to handle the players in tough times. So because of the color on his skin, I'm not going to hire him. Come on, Charles. Because you're not gambling right now, is that the reason why? You're kind of just bored and you got nothing else to say or do, so you come out with that? Enough, man. Enough of this racist card, the racial card. Enough. Enough is enough. Hey, it gets old after a while. Nobody really wants to hear it anymore. I thought it was finished. I thought it was done. So sick of that stuff. And they had a special on Outside the Line on ESPN about how there aren't enough black head coaches in this league. Whatever. Really? Talking about coaches, Paterno signs a 3-year extension. He's going to be 85 years old at the end of this deal. You know what this reminds me of is George Burns. Thank you, Owen. I actually forgot about this. I completely forgot about that. Have you seen who this country voted for? Our commander-in-chief is African-American. And you're complaining about an African-American not getting a head coaching job in college football. The most powerful man in this entire world is going to be African-American. Our country voted for him. Now, you still have issues with not having leaders as an African-American, Charles? Unbelievable. Thank you, Owen, for that very much. I completely forgot about that. And I wanted to talk about that, and that was actually one of my biggest points, and you brought it up. And you're exactly right. Thank you for that. Paterno signs a 3-year deal, like I mentioned. George Burns. Now listen to this great story, George Burns. George Burns was going to turn 90 years old. And Vegas called George and said, we want you to come out to Las Vegas. We want you to perform in Vegas for your 90th birthday, and we want to celebrate your 90th birthday with you. So he got the call. He hung up, but before he hung up, he let them know that I'll call you back and I'll think about it. Several days pass, and George Burns calls Vegas back. One of the hotels, I can't remember what it was. I think it was Flamingo at the time. And he says, okay, I'm ready to come. I'll celebrate my 90th birthday, but I want a 10-year contract. He's 90 years old. He wants a 10-year contract. And they what? A 10-year contract? You're 90 years old. He says, yeah, but I don't renege in my contracts. God bless his soul. He passed at 99. He says, I've never reneged in any contract I've done. I won't renege in this one. So he passed at 99 at the age of 99. So he had one more year left on his contract. But I thought of George Burns when I saw Paterno signing for a 3-year extension. A great story. Burns, I wasn't around when he was in his prime, but I saw a few movies of his, and they were awesome. Just a classy guy. The cigar, and George Burns is just America. That generation of people I think is gone, and it probably won't come back. Our grandmothers and grandfathers. It's just a different generation, different breed, different genes. It's all good stuff, and you don't really see that much. So God bless him, and God bless Paterno as well. He's got a big game coming up, obviously at the Rose Bowl against USC. I'm not sure what they do there. I'm not sure if they stand a chance against USC. They're coming in underdogs, 10-point underdogs. USC is just good. They're fast. They're quick. Very good team, and they play huge in big bowl games. That's the key there. So Penn State has their hands tied. It's going to be a very big game for them, and we're going to break those down next week. I think we're going to do a Tuesday show next week, so look out for the bulletins and everything else for next week. And with yeah, we're going to do a Tuesday show next week with Christmas Eve being on the 24th on a Wednesday. We're going to change it to Tuesday for next week. So look out for that, and I hope to see you guys here. Also, Morel Presley, nation's #1 tight end. He was committed to go to USC. He is now coming to UCLA. Rick Neuheisel stole the kid. This is a huge recruit for UCLA. I mean, large, huge. And it's good for the rivalry. I mean, this is great stuff. I texted a friend of mine. He's a USC guy, and I told him about it. And he got all bitter about it. And, a few years ago when, actually this last year when Rick Neuheisel came aboard, he was excited because the rivalry would be back, and the whole USC UCLA thing would be back. And he's bitter about us taking Presley from USC. So it goes both ways, I guess. Sam Bradford, congratulations to him. Wins the 74th annual Heisman Trophy. Tebow got 309 first place votes. First time since 1954 a player loses while having the most first place votes. Bradford threw for 4,400 yards, 80% pass percentage. Very impressive. Sam Bradford. I would have voted for Tim Tebow. I said Tim Tebow would win this award, but Bradford, a good quarterback as well. It was some tough competition there. So it should be interesting. The national championship game, DeMarco Murray out for this game. Actually, a big news. Led the team in all-purpose yards. They use DeMarco Murray a lot in their different packages. They like to mix up things with him and keep defenses off balance. They use him a lot, like I mentioned. Should be interesting how this thing plays out. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to play out, but DeMarco Murray being out is not a good thing if you're an Oklahoma Badger fan. If you're Oklahoma, period, man, because you don't want that to happen. That's big. That's big news if you're there. Oh no. It snuck up on me. I didn't even know it was coming. But it's that time. Stone Cold Lock time, baby. You know it. I'm not even going to take a break. I'm going to tell you right now my Stone Cold Lock of the week. I'm 13-3, ladies and gentlemen. 13-3. I don't mess around. I don't jack around with this Stone Cold Lock stuff. I get right down and dirty with it. 13-3. And everybody's mad. They're kind of mad about it. Kind of upset that I'm actually 13-3. But when I was struggling, forget about it. I heard it from everybody. Every angle. Oh, Mike, not doing very good in those Stone Cold Locks, eh? Now I'm 13-3. I could talk all I want. All I want. 13-3. You ready for this? Jason thinks it's a Sunday night game. Sunday night, the New York Giants play the Carolina Panthers. He's wrong. Jason is wrong. You're wrong, Jason. You ready for this? The hottest team in the NFL right now. The second hottest team, I should say. First hottest team is the Indianapolis Colts. The second hottest team being the Miami Dolphins. They're going to Kansas City. Kansas City, a team not very good. Played well a couple weeks ago. Miami Dolphins is playing some hot football right now. They're going into Kansas City, 3.5 spread. They're favorites in that game. You put your bottom dollar on the Miami Dolphins. And I know a lot of us have bottom dollars now. It's tough times. 13-3, Miami Dolphins. You take them.